Okay, so let's look at the steps involved in obtaining the HCF of two positive integers. Okay, say C and D. C and D are two positive integers wherein we know that C is greater than D. Now then you would follow up these following steps. Step 1 would be you would be apply Euclids division lemma. To, of course, the numbers that we have, C and D, and find Q and R. Q and R, the whole numbers Q and R, such that C which is greater, of course, C is equal to DQ plus R. So this is the first step, where of course remainder R lies between 0 and D. Okay. Now what is step 2? Step 2 would be if R is 0. If R is equal to 0, that is you do not have any remainder left, then that would mean that this would imply that D is the HCF. D is the HCF of C and D. Okay. So otherwise what will we do? Otherwise, apply the division lemma to which two numbers? To D and R, where R would be smaller than D, as we already know. So now this is how you keep on continuing and you will find your answer. For example, now let's look at this example. Let's look at this example here. Let's try to find out the two numbers given to us are 4052 and 12576. These are the two numbers given to us. Of course we know that which one is greater. 12576 is the greater number. So we would be applying the division lemma to these two numbers in the following manner. 12576 is equal to 4052 into some number plus the remainder. Now what is that number? When you calculate it, as you can see, you have something in 4000s, and here you are what are you dividing? You are dividing 12,000 something. So roughly about, if you see and calculate, then 4,000 into 3. So 4052 into 3 plus the remainder would come out to be as 420. And then now what will be our next step? Because we have a remainder. We have a remainder with us, which is 420. So now 420 is less than 4052. So now reapplying the division lemma, which would give you now 4052 is equal to 420 into 9 plus the remainder would turn out to be 272 now. Okay, so this is what we get. Now again we have a certain remainder out here. So that means that we need to reapply the lemma to the following numbers. Now 272 2 is less than 420. So we'll be applying the lemma on this. So 420 equals to 272 into 1 plus what are we left with? 148. So now again, as you see, the remainder is 148. 148 is less than 272, and again applying it, we will get, what will we get? We'll get 272 is equal to 148 into 1 plus the remainder will turn out to be 124. 124. Now again we'll have to apply it. So 148 equals to 124 into 1 plus the remainder would turn out to be 24 this time. Now again we have a remainder, so we'll have to reapply it, and you get 124 equals to 24 into 5 plus 4. Now again this would be the last step of applying it. So 24 equals to 4 into 6 plus 0. Finally we have the remainder 0. So our basically what we need to do is we need to come down to a position when we have our remainder as 0. So this means that the HCF of these two numbers, that is 4052, the highest common factor of these two numbers is equal to 4, the number we last divided our remainder with.